Omen is a movie that seems tailor-made for me. It was directed by Richard Donner, may he rest in peace. He directed more than his fair share of really good movies in his life. The movie starred Gregory Peck, one of my favorite actors from that era. So what could go wrong? Well, thing is, it's a very well-made movie, but I didn't get a single reaction from it. I wasn't even scared once. As a matter of fact, there is a movie that I would argue did the same thing, just without the demonic possession. If you've clicked on this video, you probably have seen The Omen. You know the story. Basically, a father realizes that his child is stillborn, and so makes a deal with a priest to basically do a son swap, if you will, to convince his wife that they have a very healthy baby boy named Damien. Turns out Damien might be the son of the devil, but that can neither be confirmed nor denied, but it can be totally confirmed. In my research, I found that this movie was supposed to be more psychological than what it ended up being. If you watch the movie, you know for a fact that Damien is, if not the son of the devil, a demon of some kind. He has the mark of the beast, the 666, on his scalp. But the movie was supposed to be more implied that he's the son of the devil, but maybe also couldn't be, with the movie never really giving an accurate answer. Honestly, I would have loved that. It kind of been something like maybe like a movie like Robert Eggers would have directed. But yeah, this movie basically went forward with, yep, he's a demon, or he is the son of the devil, and he is already causing problems, like having his nanny, well, shuffle off of this mortal coil by her own devices, while saying, "It's all for you, Damien," in one of the more famous scenes in the movie. And also, taking care of a priest in just one of the more laughable scenes in a horror movie I've seen in a while, where it's a spear from a top of the building, or top of a church, and this priest is walking along. He sees the spear coming towards him. He has approximately 6 months to move out of the way, and doesn't move away. Credit to Jacob Collins from 3D Movie Cinema for sending me this clip as a reference.
Careful, Austin! Watch out! Watch out!
That clip is in a comedy, and somehow I can take that more seriously than I could for The Omen. I don't want to come across like I'm roasting this movie, because in some ways it is pretty well made. Gregory Peck does his job as the father, trying to see past the random events that happen around his son and trying to love his son, even though it technically is not his son. But Gregory Peck can only do so much, and the score by Jerry Goldsmith is, of course, legendary. But again, this movie had things about it that just took me out of it so hard that at a certain point I was just like, there are movies that have done this idea so much better. And the movie I will reference, like I mentioned earlier, is a little movie from 2011 called We Need to Talk About Kevin. This is a movie that you have probably heard of. I have seen it once, and I will never watch it again. Not because of its quality, but because of its subject material. It was directed by Lynn Ramsey, and it starred Tilda Swinton, John C. Reilly, and Ezra Miller. That movie is about a parent who gives birth to a child, low-key kinda hates the child, and the child grows up to be, well, a nuisance is putting it gently, but things happen, and the father pretty much chooses willful ignorance, and, well, it blows up in their face. There is no demonic possessions in The Omen. However, that story, the story in The Omen, take out the demon possession, is taken far more seriously and done much better in We Need to Talk About Kevin, and is far more effective. The Omen, kinda nothing. Even the ending was kinda weird, how everything transpires, and then, well, it's implied that Damien is adopted by the President of the United States and his wife, which means that, like, the devil is now in the White House. Hang on, let me see when this movie came out. This came out in 76. Are they implying something about Jimmy Carter or Gerald Ford? I don't know, man. This movie was not this movie really didn't do much for me. Again, it's pretty well made technically. I like Gregory Peck and the score is really good, but that's about it.